In my years of working with women over 40, what I've come to realise is most people do not have the discipline to implement a diet and exercise without a little bit of help. And so just telling people you've got to follow a certain exercise or diet programme, that does not work. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. And of course, as we get older, it gets harder and harder to even remain in the shape that we've always been, let alone actually getting in better shape. And so what you need is a massive amount of mindset to actually take you through a process that's actually going to transform your body. And firstly, you really need to transform your mind, because I've learned that 90% of people, if they're to do it on their own and they're given an exercise and diet plan and just sent off to do that on their own, they are not going to succeed. And I know with myself, I'm probably in that 10% of people that do, because I had a massive amount of discipline, I had a massive amount of self-belief and determination to just get through this. And so I'm willing to do what it takes to follow the right kind of eating and the right kind of exercise to get me to where I want to be. Not only did I follow that for weeks, months, but I've been following that for years now. And that's actually when you see success, is when you're doing this in the long term and you set up a lifestyle for good, not just a diet and exercise program for a few weeks, but a lifestyle for good. And so what I'm going to give you in this video, because I'm really passionate about this, is some tips to actually help you work on your mindset. So do grab a paper and pen. It's really going to help, because writing something down actually means it goes into your brain and it's much more likely to happen if you do that. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is that you actually work on your really strong reason why. Why are you doing this? What is it that you really want to achieve? So when I first started on my body transformation journey, I actually wanted to get up on stage in a sparkling bikini eventually. That was my goal. Now, it took me a couple of years to get to that stage to be able to do that, but that was my ultimate goal. But you could have a health reason. So now what I have is I have my health reasons. I want longevity. I want to live a really full and active life into my old age. Or maybe you've got health issues already. Maybe you've got something that you're concerned with in terms of something like type 2 diabetes. You're worried about your blood pressure, that kind of thing. And so that can be a really strong reason why, staying active. It could be that you want to look good naked. You want your clothes to fit better. You want to look good in clothes as well. Or you want to wear something in the back of your closet. I know I've got these certain pair of jeans, and when I fit into them and they fit me nicely, that's when I know I'm in good shape. And they're actually some jeans that I bought in the 1990s, and at the moment I can wear them and they look great. So you might have that item of clothing that you just think, you know, I want to look great in that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting aesthetics. There's nothing wrong with that, because looking good will normally result in you actually feeling good about yourself and having much better mental health, but also actually having a healthy body. So unless you're going to be extremely lean, which is a little bit unhealthy, you are going to make inroads on improving your health by actually looking aesthetically pleasing. The second thing that I'm going to talk about when it comes to mindset is setting yourself some kind of deadline. So maybe you've got a wedding coming up or another special occasion. Maybe you've got a vacation. Maybe you've got a special birthday, like a 50th or 60th birthday that you want to get ready for. But give yourself enough time, and having that deadline where you want to look a certain way by a certain time will really give you the incentive and motivation to actually implement a really good meal plan and a really good exercise routine. Now, if you're looking for something that actually gives you that extra motivation, I have an 8-week transformation challenge with the top prize being $10,000 in cash plus coaching with me, and the second prize, not to be sniffed at, $5,000 plus coaching. So I am going to link that in the description, all the information about that. So don't ask questions here, because all be explained if you click on that link. You can find out about that and sign up by the 31st of January 2024, and that's going to give you 8 weeks to really make some fantastic inroads on your body. Tip number 3, actually put in some measurable goals. Now, I prefer to sort of go on measurements rather than scale weight or the dress size that you want to get into. Or you've got some photos where you know you look really good and you want to look the same as you did in those photos. So measurements, photos, possibly scale weight, but don't worry about that too much. And dress size, set yourself some goals. Then you need to think about process. So that's my tip number 4. What you need is to focus on the processes that are going to help you get to that goal. So that's like, how many times a week do you need to work out? What nutrition do you need to be following? And by the way, this is all in my transformation challenge, and it's also covered in all of my programs, whether you're working with me as your coach or any of the other programs. It will actually have the processes that you need to follow to do that. So do check out my programs, but I would say do look at that transformation challenge, because that is going to give you the most amazing process with the incentive to follow it. My tip number 5, and it's still about mindset, and that is plan ahead. Plan ahead with meal prep. Make sure that all your meals are prepared in advance. That's going to make a huge difference to your outcome. I cannot stress this enough. The same with working out. If you've got a really good busy schedule, you may find that you need to actually calendar in when you're going to work out, because unless you do that, it's not going to happen. Final tip, tip number 6. It's never going to be perfect. There are always going to be times where you can't work out, can't actually follow the meal plan. I'm here, I'm traveling, I'm on vacation at the moment, so it's not always possible for me to be absolutely perfect with my food, and I am going to be eating out, and there's just going to be times that you're going to slip up and you're not going to eat the food that helps you reach your goals, and that is absolutely okay as long as you're doing the right thing 80% of the time. So if you slip up, you're not a bad person. Everyone does that. I go off track, but it's just picking yourself up and getting yourself back on track as soon as possible. If you can do this 80% of the time and you're consistent, you're going to be a winner in this and you're going to see success. So I would love you to actually comment below in what actually motivates you and whether you found this helpful, because I promise you, working on your mindset is going to make a huge difference. It's 90% about mindset. That will mean that you're going to be able to be successful in this.